Today we are thrilled to have an amazing guest, Francesca Fanti, with us, an award-winning actress. Francesca performed in American Crime Story 9 and also Luca with the Pixar. She's here to share her journey and her latest theatrical work, Lettere D'Amore by Dacia Maraini, now on stage in San Francisco through December 15, 2024. And now, welcome to Crave, Francesca. Ciao, come stai?
Bene, tutto bene.
What drew you to the monologue Lettere d'Amore by Dacia Maraini, and what makes it special for you?
So, back in 2009, Dacia Maraini was going to Los Angeles for a visit to present a new book, to get an award at the Italian Institute of Culture in Los Angeles. So the director of the Italian Institute of Culture at that time was Francesca Fanti, asked me to present part of the show just for the evening, just to celebrate the visit of Dacia Maraini. So I had met Dacia Maraini before at events through mutual friends, but, it was always kind of fast, just, quick hellos. But that time I was actually given her phone number and asked to call her to discuss what I should present for her visit. So I called her and she asked me to present Lettere D'Amore. And so from there we started communicating. She basically gave me lots of freedom to cut it. I had to cut 20 minutes down. She really liked the version that I came up with. And then when we did it at the Institute, I have to say it was, sometimes theater just creates magic, right? And it's just like, wow, what just happened, right? And that night was just like that. So after that, she asked me to go to Italy and present it for special events, for festivals, many different occasions. And I always went and did it. So that's how it started.
In the play, Mara discovers love letter that challenge her perception of her mother, correct? How do you think this story resonates with the modern audience?
So I think actually this can resonate with most of us because the play has two main aspects, right? One is these real unpublished love letters by Gabriele D'Annunzio, who are, just amazing language, rich language from another time, very sensual, just very attractive. And of course, we all can relate to love and, love as a couple. And then there is the talking to the dead mother because she found the letters in the house of the mom after she just passed away. And a complicated relationship they had comes out. And I think we can all relate to that. Family is not always easy. And whether you had an easy relationship with your parents or a very difficult one, there are issues that are there no matter what. And especially as young people, we all went through it. So either as a young person that had struggle within the family, or as a mom, as a parent now, you do relate a lot to those issues.
Yeah. So this is beautiful what you just said, beautiful. How do you connect with Mara in such an emotional, rich role? And what do you find most rewarding about performing this piece?
Well, the loss of a parent is a big part also of the show. I lost my dad 3 years ago, and I have to say that gave a total different layer to the performance, and how I see certain exchange, right, with someone who's not in this physical dimension anymore. And that's another big aspect of the show that I think it's almost kind of useful, I think, to everybody, because whether we're getting close to it or we have gone through it, the loss of a parent is a reality, right? For most
Yeah.
of us, it happened or it will happen. And so, yeah, it's something that most people will relate to it. And I find that sometimes during the show, we just all crying, we just all letting it out because it is emotional, it is a drama piece. It's emotional and it's about love as a couple, as I said already. It's about relationship between parents and kids and the struggle that brings, but it's also a lot about the loss of a parent.
So also you sent me a beautiful clip from Dacia Maraini. Do you want to watch that?
Yeah, let's watch Dacia.
Okay.
It was a pleasure to
So
watch Dacia.
yes, we have a special clip from Dacia Maraini. Let's watch it.
Nice to meet you, San Francisco. I'm Dacia Maraini, and I'd like to introduce you my theatrical play called Lettere D'Amore, and that has been translated as Letters of Love, that will be presented by Francesca Fanti at the Marsh Theater on Valencia Street in San Francisco, that will open in November 16. Lettere d'Amore is a fictional monologue, and I created around real unpublished letters written by Gabriele D'Annunzio. Love letters that have been gifted to me, and from that gift I got the idea of creating this play. It's a play about love and about the difference of how can I say, difference of come si dice fiducia? Trust. That's right. And yes, what can be love? Can you believe in love? Can you believe in love? And love is true, or there is some trick inside? This is the theme. This is the subject. Please go and see it. I promise that you will like it. And that's all. Thank you for the attention. And I hope that to be there soon. Thank you. Goodbye.
Wow, Francesca, what an amazing clip. How you feel about that?
Well, I just it's hard for me to put in words the admiration I have for Dacia. She's just one of those superhumans, First of all, she has this quality of always staying young. It's hard to put in words, but she's, to me, I call her the forever child. She always has that curiosity to explore, to know people, of course, to discover characters, because and she's so prolific. She just writes and writes. She's 87. In
Wow.
the video was taken like 2 months, not even 2 months ago. She's 87 and she's just so sharp and so creative. And let's not forget, she was one of the first ones to start this feminist, I don't want to say movement, but by her writing, she really tried to shine the light on female characters, on female dimensions and situations, just bringing the attention to something that needed a lot of attention but didn't have it.
Right. Yeah, so I love her. She's fantastic. And she comes to San Francisco often, actually. She used to come over. Yeah.
Yeah, she was supposed to be here for the opening, but it was not possible this time. So, yeah, we made the video, and hopefully next time.
Yeah, thank you. So on Crave, we celebrate passion. Beside acting, what your greatest passion that keep you, creating?
Well, I don't know. My friends say I have many talents. I like to do many things. I like to get creative in many different ways. But I'd like to mention one thing that I don't know if it is creative actually, but I think also all the moms can relate to this. Being a single mom, that's what really helped me to express, our work, our jobs as artists can go up and down. Sometimes there is a lot of work, sometimes there is less work. All the problems we had in the last few years, COVID, strikes, but there is that role of a mom that it's always there, and I make it very creative. When my son was a toddler, I would be dancing on the table with a cup on my forehead, and we always danced every day of his life. We danced and we sang every single day until he was about 9-10 years old. Then then he started growing up and it was too cool to do it, and then we had to stop. But there is a lot of creativity in all of that, and I need it. I just love to do it, and I think that's the strongest relationship I have in my life, and it just makes me happy to nurture it constantly in a creative way. And I'd like to mention my son. He had never done anything. He's not an actor, but I was doing this project with Francis Ford Coppola. It was an experimental project, 4 weeks at UCLA, so nobody really saw it. But we worked on set with Francis Ford Coppola for 4 weeks. I was the leading role. And at some point, I heard that one of my sons in the project had to be replaced, and they were looking for someone who had all the characteristic of my son. So to make it short, he ended up being on the project with me, playing my son for 3 weeks, and that was just amazing.
That's so amazing.
Really.
That was my next question. No, beautiful. Beautiful. Is there anything else you would like to share with our listener before we finish?
Well, as I mentioned before, I'd like to, not warn, but tell people that it's an intense piece. It's drama. I've done a lot of comedy here in San Francisco. This is not comedy for sure. It's drama. But again, it's something with strong emotions that I really think we can all connect to. And I think it can be healing. In a way, this play can be healing to go through those emotions and revisit them with the special key of love that sometimes can just take care of many things, right?
Right.
And also the idea is to take it to New York as next stop in 2025. So we're looking for funds. If anybody's interested in coming on board, please get in touch.
Alex, we need to go see the performance.
Yes,
It's beautiful.
yeah.
It's about love,
Yes,
so right?
Okay, so we wait for you at the Marsh Theater in San Francisco. It's at 1062 Valencia Street. The show is every Saturday at 8 p.m., every Sunday at 5 p.m., running until December 15th. Hope to see you there. Thank you.
Grazie Francesca, thank you so much.
Grazie mille, grazie a voi.